You think you know your favorite movies, but trust me, there are secrets hidden right in front of your eyes. From shocking behind the scenes mishaps to astonishing Easter eggs. Welcome to Mind Metrics. Today we're diving into 40 movie facts you never knew existed. Buckle up because we've got some insane facts coming your way. Fact 1. Did you know there's a Starbucks cup in almost every scene of Fight Club? Director David Fincher thought corporate branding was taking over the world, so he snuck a Starbucks cup into nearly every scene of Fight Club. Next time you watch, keep an eye out, you'll never unsee it. Fact 2, the Wilhelm scream. You've definitely heard this sound before. Ever heard this scream? Of course you have. This legendary sound effect has been in Hollywood since 1951 and has been used in Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Marvel movies, and tons of others. It's basically an inside joke for sound designers. Fact 3. The Tin Man's makeup in The Wizard of Oz was toxic. The original actor cast as the Tin Man had to be hospitalized because his makeup contained aluminum powder, which he inhaled while filming. He was replaced, and the new makeup used aluminum paste instead. Fact 4, Pixar's A113 Easter egg. It's in almost every movie. Ever noticed A113 hidden in Pixar movies? That's a reference to the classroom number at California Institute of the Arts, where many Pixar animators studied. It's a fun little nod to their roots. Fact 5, the Matrix code is actually sushi recipes. That glowing green code in the Matrix? It looks like advanced programming, but is actually just Japanese sushi recipes. The film's designer scanned Japanese cookbooks to create the iconic effect. Fact 6. Darth Vader's breathing sound came from a scuba regulator. The chilling breathing sound of Darth Vader was created using a real scuba regulator. Sound designers recorded the air passing through the device to give it that deep, mechanical quality. Fact 7. The T-Rex roar in Jurassic Park is made of multiple animal sounds. The terrifying roar of the T-Rex was actually a mix of baby elephant squeals, alligator growls, and even the sound of a dog. And the raptors? They used tortoises in the middle of mating. Fact 8. The ghost in Three Men and a Baby was a cardboard cutout. For years, fans thought they spotted a ghost lurking in the background of Three Men and a Baby. Turns out, it was just a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson's character that had been left in the scene by mistake. Fact 9. There is a hidden Pac-Man in the 1982 version of Tron. If you look closely during one of the battle scenes in Tron, you can spot a tiny Pac-Man on the grid. A subtle nod to the popular arcade game of the time. Fact 10. The meaning behind Rosebud in Citizen Kane was controversial. Orson Welles used Rosebud as the dying word of Charles Foster Kane, leaving audiences guessing its meaning. But behind the scenes, it was reportedly a private joke referencing a personal aspect of newspaper mogul William Randolph Hearst's life. Fact 11. Indiana Jones's gun versus sword scene was improvised. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, there was supposed to be an elaborate sword fight, but Harrison Ford was sick on set. Instead, he just pulled out his gun and shot the swordsman, creating one of the film's most iconic moments. Fact 12. The xenomorph's jaw sound in Alien was made using a horse's scream. To create the horrifying sound of the xenomorph in Alien, sound designers used the scream of a horse and modified it to make it sound alien and terrifying. Fact 13. The snow in The Wizard of Oz was made of asbestos. The snowfall in The Wizard of Oz may have looked magical, but it was actually made using asbestos, which was common in Hollywood at the time. Definitely not safe. Fact 14. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho used chocolate syrup for blood. Since Psycho was filmed in black and white, the filmmakers used chocolate syrup instead of fake blood for the infamous shower scene. It created a more realistic texture on camera. Fact 15. The Exorcist used refrigeration to create realistic cold breath. To capture the chilling effect of characters breathing in a cold room, the Exorcist crew actually refrigerated the set down to freezing temperatures. Fact 16. E.T. and Yoda exist in the same universe. Did you notice that in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, there are aliens from E.T.'s species in the Galactic Senate? That means E.T. and Star Wars share the same universe. Fact 17. The Shining's Here's Johnny line was improvised.
Here's Johnny!
Jack Nicholson's famous Here's Johnny line in The Shining wasn't in the script. He improvised it on set, and it became one of the most iconic horror movie moments ever. Fact 18. The lion roar in MGM's logo was a real lion. The famous roaring lion in the MGM logo was an actual lion named Jackie, and his roar was recorded live for the original version of the logo. Fact 19. James Cameron drew the nude sketch of Rose in Titanic. The drawing of Rose in Titanic wasn't done by Leonardo DiCaprio. Director James Cameron actually drew it himself. Fact 20. The watch in Pulp Fiction was hidden in Bruce Willis's real pants. In Pulp Fiction, when Christopher Walken's character gives the infamous monologue about the watch, the actual watch was later hidden in Bruce Willis's real pants as a nod to the story. Fact 21. The main motif for the Dark Knight theme music is just 2 notes. Hans Zimmer's score for the Dark Knight's Joker theme is actually just 2 notes, played in a way that builds tension, making it one of the most unsettling themes in movie history. Fact 22. The American Humane Society objected against a crow being fed a live maggot, so one that died of natural causes was used. In The Shawshank Redemption, the crow named Jake is shown being fed a maggot in one scene. However, the maggot used was not killed for the film. Due to objections from the American Humane Society, the production team sourced a maggot that had died naturally. The crow was handled with care throughout filming, and the scene was shot with attention to animal welfare. Fact 23. The chessboard in Harry Potter was made with real giant pieces. The chess game in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone wasn't CGI. Actual massive chess pieces were built for the actors to interact with on set. Fact 24. The plane scene in Casablanca was filmed with a miniature. Because of budget limitations, the famous airport scene in Casablanca used a small cardboard plane with little people in the background to create the illusion of a real aircraft. Fact 25. The word zombie is never said in Night of the Living Dead. Even though it's the most famous zombie movie of all time, the word zombie is never actually spoken in Night of the Living Dead. Fact 26. Ever noticed a stormtrooper hitting his head in Star Wars? In A New Hope, one unlucky stormtrooper accidentally smacks his head on a door. It was a total accident, but George Lucas loved it so much he added a sound effect in later versions. Now it's one of the most famous bloopers ever. Fact 27. That moment when Gandalf bumps his head? Totally real. Yep. When Gandalf smacks his head on the ceiling beam in the Fellowship of the Ring, that wasn't planned. Ian McKellen actually hit his head, but stayed in character. That's some serious commitment. Fact 28. The chess game in The Thing was designed so Kurt Russell would always lose. In The Thing, Kurt Russell's character gets frustrated and dumps whiskey into a chess-playing computer. But here's the catch. The computer was programmed so he'd always lose. A subtle way to show his character's paranoia. Fact 29. The original Michael Myers actor snuck back into Halloween 2018. A cool little detail, Nick Castle, the original Michael Myers, returned for a quick scene in Halloween 2018. He plays Myers when the character looks into a mirror. A sneaky cameo for horror fans. Fact 30. The Godfather's cat. That wasn't planned at all. One of the most iconic moments in The Godfather almost didn't happen. That cat Marlon Brando pets? It was a stray found on set, and the director just handed it to him last minute. Movie history was made by total accident. Fact 31. The chess scene in X-Men was real. In X-Men, the chess game between Magneto and Professor X wasn't CGI. The pieces were magnetized so they actually moved on their own. Fact 32. Buzz Lightyear's original name wasn't Buzz. Buzz Lightyear was almost named Lunar Larry before Pixar changed it to honor astronaut Buzz Aldrin. Fact 33. The Joker's clapping in The Dark Knight was improvised. When Joker slow claps in the jail cell, that was Heath Ledger improvising. Even the other actors were surprised by it. Fact 34. The most expensive movie ever made is Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. It cost over $379 million to make, making it the most expensive movie production to date. Fact 35. The opening scene in Saving Private Ryan was too realistic. Some veterans who watched the Normandy beach landing scene had to leave the theater because it brought back PTSD. Fact 36. A typo in Back to the Future created a time travel problem. Doc's famous 1.21 gigawatts line, it's actually supposed to be pronounced gigawatts, but the scriptwriters misread the research. Fact 37. The hanging munchkin myth in The Wizard of Oz is false. Many believe a munchkin actor can be seen hanging in the background, but it was just a bird stretching its wings on set. Fact 38. Titanic's famous spitting scene was improvised. The scene where Jack teaches Rose how to spit wasn't scripted. Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio came up with it on the spot. Fact 39. There's a Starbucks in The Truman Show for a reason. The entire town was filled with product placement as part of the show. If you look closely, you can spot a hidden Starbucks. Fact 40. The Dark Knight's explosion scene was a happy accident. Heath Ledger's Joker clicking the detonator while the explosion was delayed? That was a real mistake. But Ledger stayed in character, making it an unforgettable moment. Movies are full of hidden gems, and now you know some of the craziest facts about them, making you the biggest cinema buff at your next movie night. Which one surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let us know. If you enjoyed these mind-blowing movie facts, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. And if you love discovering more behind-the-scenes secrets and fun facts, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching 40 movie facts you never knew existed. Until next time, keep watching, keep loving movies, and we'll see you in the next one.